Hello, I hope you all are having a great day. My name is Jack Dolan and I'm a senior at Randolph College. My research was intended to evaluate the psychological side of sport injuries. I wanted to look into how an athlete's psychological health can not only cause an injury to occur, but also can affect how an athlete recovers. Sports psychology is a study that investigates how psychological factors can affect physical outcomes, as well as how physical factors affect an athlete's mental health. When looking into studying sports psychology, you can look into pre- and post-injury timeframes. Pre-injury is a time leading up to the injury where the reasons leading up to that injury are evaluated. There are a few factors that play a large role, including athlete identity, social impacts, stress, and burnout. An athlete's identity refers to how much that athlete relies on sport as a sense of who they are. Athletes with a higher athletic identity are more likely to play through pain and risk injuries. Social impacts that can lead to injuries include having the pressure of being at the top of their social chain, which is based on performance, and this means that athletes who rely on social praise will have a higher likelihood of getting injured due to their desire to impress. Stress can also cause athletes to be more stiff, which can lead to a higher chance of causing structural damage. Burnout in sport evaluation describes an athlete's increasing dislike towards their sport, and when an athlete reaches a point where they have no interest in playing, they will begin to lose focus, leading to injuries. Post-injury refers to the time frame following the athlete getting injured, and it focuses on the recovery process. Within the post-injury period, athletes may display a variety of positive and negative coping mechanisms, most of which are visible, and can indicate how well the athlete will recover. Positive mechanisms include religion, which studies have shown that having an extra faith through religion can help provide the athlete with extra strength to push through, like Alex Smith, for example, who credits a lot of his recovery to God. Team cohesion can really boost the morale of an athlete, since being around the team as much as possible can provide a sense of normalcy. Social support and seeking support are both very good, positive mechanisms for an injury. Athletes who seek social support are also more likely to have a successful recovery because it shows that they are actively looking for help and actively trying to get better. Negative coping mechanisms associated with post-injury recovery include a negative attitude, failure to attend rehab, and decreased motivation. Negative attitudes do nothing but lower the morale of the athlete and will make that athlete less likely to put in 100% effort to return to play. When athletes fail to attend rehab, this is a sign that the athlete has grown frustrated and is no longer committed to working as hard as they can to recover. Obviously, since injuries can be demoralizing and cause athletes to lose motivation, however, when that happens, the athlete's chance of a successful recovery drops. Overall, this study showed that both periods, pre- and post-injury, from a psychological standpoint, have tremendous impacts on injuries in sport. As a coach, trainer, or teammate, it is important to try and recognize psychological issues in athletes before they are injured. It is also important to recognize when an injured athlete is portraying negative coping mechanisms, which can indicate the need for extra help. After completing this research, I feel that in the future, more studies can be done to examine how educating athletes, coaches, and trainers on the importance of mental health would affect injuries in the future. Thank you so much for attending this virtual presentation, and thank you to the Center for Student Research on providing me with this RISE grant, which helped me tremendously in completing this study.